All right. Nathan Brown, consultant life agent. I'm pretty sure I can go on and on and on, but what is your title? Are you to the people?
Hola, beautiful world. Mr. Brown Life Agent on Instagram, and Nathan Brown on most social platforms. I'm a life agent by profession, but I also run Nathan Brown Consulting, which I'll probably change the name eventually, but right now it's branding Nathan Brown Consulting, right? But also a father, husband, son, vet, college graduate, business owner. You wanna say all the things that you think you are.
Right.
But,
Well, it really matters what the people see you as, though, right?
I mean, not even that. What do the results show?
True.
Like, what are your results? What story is being told about you? And where's the truth in it,
All right. So where are you from exactly? Are you from
New Orleans.
New Orleans
I'm from
area?
New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans, originally Algiers, the West Bank, A to A. We moved around a lot, so, spent time in a lot of different neighborhoods, know a lot of different people, but
So I know that's right. So I know you say you're a life agent. A lot of people, you life license. A lot of people don't really know what that means. So you are a life insurance agent. You only do life insurance, or you have other product with that as well?
It's the best way to say it. I help people with life insurance in unconventional ways. So ideally, I sell all forms of life insurance, but what I found the most successful in my business is helping entrepreneurs use their life insurance in banking ways and for banking systems. So it's more of an and also concept that I bring to people's lives, tactical banking, and that's not an actual bank, that's just a way of thinking.
Okay.
But it's a combination of these things that bring accelerated growth. So though I sell and help people understand life insurance, I use the product in untraditional ways to help accelerate growth and help people own their profits.
Okay, so before we kind of get into that, I know and part of my career I was life licensed myself. And just sitting with people and trying to get them to understand the importance of life insurance. And we're going to just talk briefly on that.
Okay.
It was like they looked at it like it was just a bill, a cable bill, phone bill. So can you just elaborate real quick on the importance of it?
Well, anything you pay monthly is a bill. And if you could lose it if you're not able to pay it, then it's definitely a burden. So I don't even teach monthly payments. People ask me about them, I'll help them at all costs, but I say, make a plan, get serious about your finances, and pay yourself annually. Make one annual payment, because now you set a goal. You know how much you have to have at that time next year, but if you're committed and you decided to focus up, that plan should leave you having more than what's required a year from now. The importance of life insurance, you would think would be self-explanatory, but ideally, if you only saw it as leaving money for someone when you were gone, you don't think it's that important. It requires you loving someone more than you love yourself. It does, and if you're looking at it from in that aspect. But I come from the and also world. My oldest son, was diagnosed with cancer, osteosarcoma, rare lung bone cancer, right?
Right.
He doesn't qualify for life insurance.
Correct.
So when I manipulate and when I utilize the product, the importance of it is how do I get it to work for him who will never qualify as an individual? Well, ideally, I have an engineering degree in electronics engineering.
Okay.
And so we do high levels of math. I was air traffic controller in the Navy, so they teach you to plan, foresee, and be just tactical in the way you think. And when you apply that to life insurance and the way the contracts are written, you get a little creative, you realize that this is what's been done. This is why someone can go to work for 40 years, 45 years and retire poor. We can't say, hey, you were drinking, that's why you're poor, or hey, you were irresponsible with your money, that's why you were poor. There's nowhere you should go for 40 years and not have a comfortable living after.
I agree. So I know you say the secret of owning your profits is paying yourself first. Is that your saying? Or is that something you just live by?
I live by that. I had to start adopting that plan. My first year after my son was diagnosed with cancer, I made $125, most of it on the books, because I went to going super hard in my handyman business. It was like, you know what? This stuff is expensive. I'm gonna do what I need to do, right?
So you are a jack of all trades then.
No, I mastered a couple. And I do a lot of things, but I'm a firm believer in you can't starve Nate. And think about it as a black man, you're marginalized most places. They think you're a rapper, you're a basketball player, you're a construction worker, you're a welder. You're that one thing, and that's all you get to be in society. When in actuality, we're blessed with so many talents, and to get the right guidance to know how to actually quantify, monetize, prioritize, just organize and to plan, to say, okay, I spend days doing this because I know it'll come to this resolve. But if no one tells you that's how to get something done, you don't do it, you don't get anything done. You make excuses, right?
It's funny that you say that because I jumped on your live briefly yesterday. I think it was you had Googled in black man and whatever search engine you was on. I'm sure you was on Google or whatever.
I was on Google.
They came up as most of them was dead or artists or something.
The first images that come up, obviously, George Floyd, but a bunch of other dead black men.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no disrespect.
I had to get off, and I'm like, look like he about to dive deep in this.
I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, it was just a brush and a touch. It's just like showing something people have to start understanding, the way we are viewed.
Correct.
The way we are viewed, we have to start taking control of our image. And not in the sense of, this is me, this is who I am. No. I mean, literally leaving the house intentionally dressed, intentionally carrying ourselves in a way to give a better representation for our community. Right. But also, you know what? I don't want to be caught slipping. I'm always in position to make things happen. But ideally, what is my son learning if I'm not teaching it in everything I do? Right?
Right. So I said all that to say, just to bring up your live real quick, because you kind of briefly went into it. So do you do mentorship? Do you mentor?
I have sons. I do business coaching.
Gotcha.
I do business coaching. If someone has already made the decision to focus up and to make the steps towards putting themselves in a position to be an owner, and they have questions, they need help, I have that service with Nathan Brown Consulting, where I coach you in business to help you jump over a couple hurdles, skip a couple steps that would have held you back, and not skip them and say not learn the lesson, but it shouldn't take you 3 or 4 years to figure out how to qualify for funding. Okay. That's a 2-week sit-down conversation, organizing your business to work, right?
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'm just saying, what I offer in a sense of mentorship is, okay, you saw the live, exactly. Somebody could peep the live and they could pick something up from that and run with it. But ideally, no, I'm building for my family right now. Okay. I really don't see the point in helping people who have not decided to do the most for themselves.
Okay, so what is that people can do to make wealthier decisions then?
Wake up early. Wake up early and studying. The most wealthiest decision you can make is educate yourself, period. Okay. I mean, no money involved, no smartest thing, smartphone, right? Do smart things, smartphone. But ideally, it's to say, the time you waste thinking about what you want to do, you could spend educating yourself about it and putting yourself in a position to make money doing it. So I spoke to the one lady the other week, and she wants to do makeup. Okay. And I tell her, I said, well, what are you doing? Well, I'm going to school to be a makeup artist. I said, that's what's up. When are you starting? Well, I started about a month. I said, that's cool. I said, so what are you doing towards that business? Right. Oh, well, when I finish school, I intend to maybe go work at Mac. And I said, well, that's not what I'm asking you. But right. Ideally, I understand you. That's the question. That's the answer you have to my question. Mm-hmm. So with most people, I lay it out to them real quick. It's like, hey, so since you know this is what you want to do, how about you start branding that now? Right. And not branding now. Think about it like this. You don't have to step out and all of a sudden be the expert makeup artist. You don't have to start putting out content saying that you're the best makeup artist. You can literally just start affiliating with a makeup brand. Get known for selling makeup while you're going to school for makeup. Everyone who you encounter for makeup will need to purchase some makeup. You're not doing anything outside of your wheelhouse. Every business has about 7 sources of income that exist within it. I agree. And if no one tells you that, then you never know. So I don't focus on all 7. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you I'm a guru and I know everything about everything. No, there's levels to this. I help people with life insurance. I turn their life insurance policies into things that can help them own their profits now and grow their base, their financial base. In a consulting firm, I help you structure your business to qualify for funding. I don't give advice. I don't give financial advice. I show you how to structure your business. It's a little different, you know what I'm saying? Advice is saying, yeah, I think you should do this. No, I sit down and say, A, B, C, D, E, you have all these things in order? Okay, you qualify for funding through these type of situations, right?
Right. So it sounds like when the pandemic and everything like that, I know a lot of people are, even before I think they were actually, people wanted to get into entrepreneurship and starting their own business. How can people do business better? Because a lot of them just ain't doing it right now. How can they do better business?
The treat people how they'd want to be treated. The simplest.
The golden rule.
The golden rule. The simplest.
Start there first, right?
Like, start with treating people with respect. Like, I had a debate last night that hurt my heart, but it was like, yo, put yourself in the other shoes and then answer your question you're asking me, so we could not have this argument. But a person who has no good intentions won't do that. So too often in our community, we have people who, because they had to get it out the mud or had it hard, are nasty people, have poor intentions. They might be good friends, good buddy, as long as it's all good. But as soon as clutch time and they come about some money, they cutthroat. But you only cutthroat in your people.
Right.
So how does that work? Right?
Right.
I had somebody tell me this, they say, and I heard it a couple times from several different people, you had to be cutthroat to be successful in business. And I said, to whom though?
Right.
To whom do you have to be cutthroat? Because what I've learned through just the, studying business structure is that success isn't a guessing game. It is literally who's supporting you and what structure are you utilizing to get there.
Okay, so what are some easy things that people can do to consistently support one another?
The affiliate program is one. Properly structuring your business and setting your business up to be able to write contracts amongst your friends when you're passing money, when you're doing deals. Like I tell you, okay, so maybe you don't have all the money up front for the service that you would like. So you can open up a line of credit with me. As long as you make good on that line of credit, guess what? Your credit score increases because my business is structured to make the filings. Every business should have some type of payment system or payments individual in charge of contracts and filing.
Okay.
In doing so, now what you're able to do is literally give loans out. So if someone else wants to start a photo, video, interview type situation, you know what the equipment costs, now you're affiliate for selling the equipment. But also now you can loan them the startup cost. And think about it like this, it's rough starting. And you're gonna get burned by a couple people. You're gonna, some people gonna decide to run off on the plug. That's just what they've been taught to do. But the people who don't run off the plug are gonna be the people that help you accelerate the growth of your financial base and your brand. So what I talk about with using tools that have already been implemented by other individuals and they've been successful, something like Linktree. Connecting a Linktree and understanding, yeah, you can have the bio, you can have the link to your webpage, your direct store in your link.
Right.
That does for you. But you could also implement a Linktree and have the link to several people's store now on your page. So you're not just selling your one product. It's this theory, excuse me, and it's been proven. And it's saying you put one vending machine up, you make a couple dollars, you put up two, you double your income on both machines. And it's for no other reason than now you're attracting people that wouldn't have come before because you're offering both competitive products. But the idea is saying now that instead of saying, I come to your page, I don't want nothing, I'm out of here. No, now you have a caveat of things you can pick from. Even if it's just clicking on the link to go listen to the music that's being played, because now you've given the artist that's connected to that Linktree a spin. I believe every Linktree requires a couple different entities. You want an intellectual property, you want merchandise, you want some type of consulting property, you want a you want your entertainment, you want your promo, you want your affiliate, you want your, how can I say this, your high-end product. You have to be working on a product that is worth its weight. And when I say that, it's like saying, you could do something that pays you $10 an hour, or you can do something that pays you $1,000 an hour. You got to figure out that $1,000 an hour thing. A lot of times it only takes attention. At the same time, it might take you to learn a low quality skill or low paying skill to learn something. But if you're not investigating these things, so that's why I go back to the affiliate programs and the affiliate marketing and connecting networks to these type of affiliate marketing programs. With simple math, 200 times 50 is 10,000. So if you're saying I got a product of $50 with value and it's clearly you're getting more than $50 worth when you buy the product. How many of these products do I have to sell to turn a profit?
Right.
I like to think 200. 200 brings you 10,000. How many pages do I need moving? How many touches do I need to get 200 sales? Is then the next question.
Right.
And after I answer that question, so you break it down, to make one sale, you need something like 400 impressions on your page. So if I want 200 sales, it's 400 times 200. Well, damn, I need over 800,000 touches on my site to get those 200 sales. Maybe.
Maybe.
Right? So how many individuals do I need working in my favor to get those 200 sales? It's not like you're asking something impossible. It's saying the same time someone else is going to figure out how to become the manager of someone else's store, you can figure out how to sell a high-end product. And they'll get their management position, and you'll get your 10 racks a day.
Okay.
So who's more satisfied is the question. If they're happy being that manager, cool. But I'm thinking 10 racks a day.
I think that works better. That works
might
out better.
just be a
Just
little
a
better
little
than
bit.
being somebody's manager.
For real. So they got some people out there that's listening around it right now, and they're probably intrigued about the nuggets that you're dropping. So what if they want to dig a little deeper? Like, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, it's Mr.Brown_life_agent on Instagram. The DM's always great. nfbrown.org is where you go for life insurance. You can go there and investigate all the details of life insurance, different types of life insurance. But for what I do with life insurance, it's not going to be on the site.
Okay.
This isn't something that's publicly readily available for everyone just to think and know and do. We've been taught, right? A certain way of thinking, a certain way of moving, and as long as we sit in that frame and that I want to say that confinement, we're good. As soon as you try to break out of that confinement, you have an issue, but you got to push past that issue. Quite often, the issue is going to be taxes, it's going to be business structure, you see what I'm saying? And it's going to be who's on your team. So you get past, okay, I made more money now, I owe more taxes. Fix it. You get past, okay, I'm used to doing certain things and now I can't because they do not bode well for success. The same people I used to run with, I can't run with if they're not adding to my success.
Correct.
At this base, it's not saying this has nothing to do with usury. This has to do with common sense. We only got 24 hours a day. I'll need to spend some of this 24 with some people. Now, if I'm going to spend these people with people that I'm josing, that's just josing me, you know, there's people that'll jose you.
Oh, yeah.
They're good to spend time. Or am I spending it with people that are helping me advance myself and expand my base so that I can have a more comfortable living? I know you asked me about contacting me, and I got into that. But where else we at?
So, I mean, is there anything else before we wrap this up? Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
www.ownyourprofits.com. Sydney, can you pass me this real quick? Just hand me. We have Own Your Profit shirts. Digital Ninja putting it together right now. It's going to be a bundle. Get them at a super discount when you purchase the Own Your Profit or Lifelines to Great Credit at ownyourprofits.com. And Lifelines to Great Credit is one of a series of educational PDFs where it's teaching you step-by-step instruction on how to add something to your business that's going to increase your financial base almost immediately. If you sit down and you do the marketing and structuring behind it right, you now have a business that can garner you anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 a client once you've built it up to there. Okay. But it's building to there. You got to respect realistic time frames and what it takes to grow something. We also have Pray Bigger shirts. Obviously, June is Pride Month, so we have these in Pride colors. We respect and love everyone. No disrespect. Had a Pray Bigger shirt for Juneteenth over there, but if you go into the link tree on my Instagram, nfbrown, Mr.Brown_life_agent.
How about to help you out?
You go to the link tree, you'll see in that link tree, and it's beautiful. You have access to the consultation, to schedule a consultation with the insurance. You have access to the Juneteenth swag. You have access to the Pray Bigger merch and Own Your Profits. You have access to the music. I have music on there.
I was just going to say that, to the music too, because I actually listened to Drift Away. It's kind of got like a little soulful.
Well, it's happy blues.
I was going to ask you, what's the genre of that music?
The genre of that, in my opinion, is happy blues. It's aiming to give you that hole in the wall ballroom feeling, but with good context, with something that brings a smile to your face versus, because I done been in a ballroom and that ballroom song come on and they really, you damn near tear up because you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't talking about something good.
Yeah, because you switched it up a little bit with flight
Well, that's,
school with the G-Mix.
I'll tell you what it is. That's two different sounds from two different fields of music.
Right.
Because ideally, like I said, we have multiple talents, but what I was doing there, it was even like an EP of samples. These are different types of sounds that you know, but with Drift Away, that's more of a directional song. So I would do more like that and push that into a direction. I never left music alone. I just didn't see the point of moving like everyone else and getting poor results.
Okay.
When if I took a step back, honestly, my son getting cancer made me realize I could do more financially and learn more about money. But when I delved into it, I realized I enjoyed that more than the music. And I mean, I love the music, but once you realize how much they've been cheating us, how much money you've been leaving on the table, and how easy it is to start retaining some of it,
Right.
you get kind of fixated on the fact that, dang, you know what? The stuff that I thought I couldn't do, I can do. I just need help. You know, who do you trust to help you when people haven't been trained to know how to help you?
Okay, that's it.
But also, I got No Love. This is a Green Light Barbershop on 4th Street. I wish I'd have wrote the address down, but it's Green Light Barbershop on 4th Street, starting a podcast, Green Light Podcast, and he's also got a brand, No Love of merch. You can reach out to him. Raymond Foley over there, big owner over there doing this thing.
Okay.
And again, I try to connect brands and people. So I'm connected with a lot of businesses and business owners, but I don't force anything on them, right? It's like saying, when you're ready, you'll have the conversation.
Exactly.
And I can start coaching you on little tips and little tidbits. Because it's almost like saying the only reason I'm public is so people can know I exist. I'd rather be discreet and allow the businesses I work with to flourish because of what I'm teaching or what I'm telling them or how I'm coaching them to move, right?
Okay, right. All right, so you heard it here first, and this is the I Got FLO Productions.